Let's call this meeting to order. Will you please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. All right. First thing, we'll do a roll call. Alderman Smith.
Present.
Alderman Quinn.
Present.
Alderman Snyder.
Present.
Alderman Saunders. She'll be late. Alderman Simpson.
Yes.
Alderman Osborne.
Yes.
We have a quorum. Okay. First thing we have on the agenda is to review and approve the minutes of the November 6th, 2025 meeting of the Board of Aldermen under tab 4.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
We have a motion on the floor to approve the minutes. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the minutes of the November 6th, 2025 Board of Aldermen meeting. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All in favor, all opposed say no. The ayes have it, motion carries. All right. The next thing we have will be the mayor's report. Okay, on November 5th, we received, on November 5th, they mailed the notification from Missouri DNR that based upon the most recent inspection, that our water treatment facility is in compliance with the Missouri State Drinking Water Act. I think that's a real plus. Number two, on regarding water treatment, George may correct me later, but I believe we're on track to switch to chlorination during the first week of December. Also, if you all might recall that during our budget deliberations, that one of the action items was to pursue enacting a 0.5% sales tax for the purpose of funding public safety. We were made aware this week that we cannot do that, that there is a statutory cap that limits the amount of sales tax that a municipality may impose. That cap is 2%. We are already at 2%, so we'll have to come back at some point in the future, or near future, and revisit our action plan and make whatever changes the board determines is necessary. I'm going to be approaching the board probably at some point in time in the near future. It may change. We got some information in MPUA tonight that we're going to that you all get to review individually. It's not on the agenda, but you've been given a handout to review on your own time when you get an opportunity. But barring having MPUA assist us, we may be at some point in time looking to engage Klinger and Associates and or perhaps another engineering firm to assist us with a water and sewer rate study. That kind of, again, comes from our budget deliberations. As you all know, we're in the process of switching our enterprise software over to BS&A, and during this time, and for the next few weeks, most likely through the end of December, I would ask everyone that engages the city, whether you be a city employee or a customer, to please be patient with us. We've got a lot going on, and consequently, there may be a few bumps in the road along the way, and that concludes my report. Okay, next thing on the agenda would be authorized guest speakers. We have received a speaker card from Mr. Jason Pugh. Would you please approach? And he's going to discuss economic growth for the city of Monroe City. Please go ahead.
My name is Jason Pugh. I'm an 8th grader at Holy Rosary, and I'd like to express my two main ideas: the revival and strengthening of our economy, and a consideration of getting in contact with our major businesses. I contacted on behalf of the residents, for example, Wendy's, Dairy Queen, and Taco Bell. These are just some of the few that I've contacted, emailed, and messaged. So far, after 1 day, I've gotten 2 responses. Wendy's and Dairy Queen took my request seriously. I'm hoping we as a city can get into contact with the following locations that I provided. Our best ways to revive our city's economy is not just with tourism, but with business. Local businesses tend to draw in people from food all the way to small little town stores. Take the Rebel Pig in Palmyra, for example. People all over the world go there. We can draw in and promote new business to come into Monroe City. We need that. With this, we can gain more traffic going through the city. More traffic means more money. Now, for the consideration of contacting major businesses, I think we should start with the ones that I've contacted, giving them the following information. Population and income levels, Highway 36 traffic counts, local and regional customer base, school enrollment, and tourism activity. Our population has grown substantially over the past decades. We are sitting around 2,750 residents. We can gain even more by supplying jobs, food, local business, and opportunities for residents. I hope you see this and take this into consideration.
Will do. What grade are you in?
8th grade.
You've done a very good job. Thank you so much. That was a good presentation. I appreciate it.
Can I ask one question?
Absolutely.
We appreciate you coming to talk to us, and we have a newly developed economic development sales task force that meets regularly, and maybe you would be interested in coming to some of our meetings and listening to some of our things. Would you like?
Yeah.
If I could get your contact information,
Yeah.
we would gladly have you be part of what we do. It's really neat that you're.
Ronnie's got it.
I did
Oh,
give,
good. We have it.
Thank you.
I did give this packet that I
Yeah. I have it.
had.
Excellent.
So I had like listed things that we could possibly do especially for the major businesses that I contacted. I contacted 8, 9. I was honestly surprised after 1 day 2 of them responded. But I think with that information that we can give them, we could possibly get more food options and more business opportunities.
Jason, what interested you to reach out to them and take on this project?
So I was actually just thinking about our town because I always just say, like, oh, 1 day I'm gonna be mayor and stuff.
Oh, good.
And I'm an impact on the town.
When can you start?
Yes. But I think so. I would really like to have an impact on the city as just a resident or 8th grader.
That's
Because
excellent.
I know I'm actually a mayor in our play that we're doing on December 19th for Monroe. But that's not why I chose. Just but yeah, I really think I can have a good idea for our town and economic and local business growth and major business growth. So, and food options, because Hardee's and Subway, I think we could really expand on just that. Thank you.
We
Thank you.
certainly need more options.
Yes,
I do
that's
agree.
what I agree.
And we like the youth involvement. So thank you. It's very neat.
Thank you very, very much. It
Thank
takes quite a bit. I
Teach
understand.
your classmates.
Put yourself up there.
I tried. I was telling about it. I was actually sick yesterday from school, so I just finished this. So yeah,
Feel better.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Good job.
Thank you. I
Good job.
appreciate it. Very, very much. You did good. You did well. I think we
Wish we had more Jason.
I think we have a future to see more. No, seriously, young people getting engaged. I know during the
Yeah.
share with me. What
Yeah,
was
we
it
had
Heart and Soul.
Community Heart and Soul meeting, just start of maybe a strategic plan idea. And they went to the high school. There was the guy that was organizing the event went to the high school and just talked to them about some different ideas. And it was I was extremely surprised that he said, you guys have a youth that is very, actually very positive about your town.
Right.
And like very involved and wants to see good things. So we need to remember that they, to include youth, but, they are our future. And I was very surprised to see their just survey of the things that they said that they liked and they wanted. their enthusiasm was very encouraging.
Very,
Some cities have a
great.
youth council, like a
Yeah.
city council.
Really?
Youth members
Mhm.
on the city council. The school
That might be
might,
something to look at.
I would love that.
Participation needs to be encouraged.
I agree, and
Period.
it gives them,
Period.
roots in their town and mine, yeah.
I like
So
it.
It's neat.
I like it.
Good job.
All right. Next,
Got the clerk report.
Yeah, you did.
well, we don't want to do that. City clerk's report.
All right, so everybody should have a report in the packet. I'm not gonna go over everything, I mean, you all can easily see, what I've provided, but I would just wanna also touch on, please be patient with us. Starting next week, our auditors will be here, and then until the end of the year, we'll probably be kind of crazy. Of course, we've got new staff, got Maggie here with me tonight, and, so got her and Wendy that I'm in the process of training, and, there's a lot involved with that, with daily details about, just the processes of opening, what we do each day, and, going to the bank, post office, mail, stuff like that, so I just hope, I would like everybody to take all that into consideration. We've got a lot going on. I think we've got a great group, and they're all willing to learn, and it's going to be good once the SMA gets in and gets everything in place for us.
A lot of moving parts at one time.
A lot at one time. Absolutely.
And what do you think about, I just thought of this, like putting a sign up on your clerk's thing that says, we're new software, whatever.
Actually,
something like that,
Mike
like where-
provided me a little blurb, and
Yeah.
I went off that, and I had Rachel create a little thing to put on the Facebook page. So it is out there, and we're gonna post it at the entrances too. So, we're gonna do all we can, to help, keep everything running smooth, but I'm not gonna guarantee that that's gonna happen. What else? I did have, with regards to BSNA, we do need to look into purchasing some tablets. These tablets will be utilized, of course, in the field with all of our departments when it comes to doing work orders, all of that. They won't be paper anymore. The work orders will all be done here. They will go out in the field, do their work, and they'll complete it, and then we'll get that back. We also would need a tablet for our building inspector to everything, the process that he has for doing his inspections and everything, there'll be a check off list. So that way we can log into there and see where he's at on that project too. That way we don't have to bother him if we have somebody calling us when they want to know where they're at with their project that they want to work on. But I did reach out to Mike, he's very helpful and resourceful, on some tablet options. And he recommends the Apple iPad with the cellular option. Is there anything you want to add on that? I don't know.
I think the cellular option is best because hotspot can be a hassle. And you can't really expect them to use their hotspot all the time like that, so.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I
That way
did
it's
get.
on and they're using it, there's no,
I did get 3 bids on tablets. We don't necessarily need all of them right away because of course our utility billing won't be starting until March. But I would like to at least get one for building inspector. So that way, because that's gonna come on live next month. So I got quotes from Office Works for the iPad A16. And this is just 128 gigabyte. Is that enough? Okay.
because I don't think that much stored on.
Oh, no, there should be. Their quote was $737, and it's cellular. Amazon and Best Buy, it was the same A16 with the 128 gigabyte cellular, and their prices are $429 each.
Do you think Black Friday would give you any sales?
I don't know.
It's not that.
Sometimes
Yeah,
Apple,
sometimes it's artificial.
sometimes
Raise it
it
and
is.
turn around and lower it again. Yeah.
It's sometimes depending on which model it is, Apple actually offers as good a prices directly as
As
a
a matter of fact, yeah.
because they have limits on like what they'll let their vendors sell stuff for.
True.
So it's possible that you might get
Worth a shot.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a lot better than 700.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the difference is there. I mean,
When you said when you want the first tablet?
well, they'll be here the first week of December for the pre-live, and then.
So you like to have it there kind of set up or something? Yeah.
So I don't, if I could get an
Well, if
approval
we get approval.
of up to 429, and then I'll definitely check with Apple to see if there's something they can do.
Yeah.
Now, if we're doing cellular.
Now, did you check with USA?
Well, that's what I was gonna say, if we're doing cellular.
Yeah.
If we get them through US Cellular, maybe.
Yeah, they might be a little cheaper that route.
I'll make a motion to purchase one up to, what'd you say, the net,
429.
429.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to authorize city clerk to expend $429 up to for an iPad. This is in conjunction with our switch to BSNA. Unfortunately, we have to purchase more in the future. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve the purchase of an iPad by the city clerk up to the amount of $429. All in favor say aye.
Alright.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, the motion carries.
And then, Mike, these bids that you provided, Jeff, we want to go over those now with the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know if any of you noticed that, like, the cigarette receptacle out at the front of City Hall, it has, it's
completely rusted out.
It's just kind of
Completely
rusted out.
separate.
Yeah. So we got Mike got 3 bids on these, and one of them is 153.02. One of them is 152.89. And one is 94.99.
I will say, I looked at the reviews on the 94, and the reason it's low is because there's a misprint on a sticker on it. The container is spelled wrong, but they said it scrapes off super easy. So, I mean, other than that, I think they're pretty well the same.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, do we have a motion on the floor to spend $95 plus shipping for a cigarette container?
How many do you need to know? Just one?
One.
yeah, the one on the other side, it's starting to rust, but it's not that bad, so watch fine.
I'll make a motion for whatever you just said.
All right, we have a motion on the floor to expend up to call it $95 for a plus shipping for a cigarette. What do you call those things?
Smoker stand.
Receptacle.
Smoker stand. Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to purchase a smoker stand for up to $95. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
And the last thing, I don't know if some of you have noticed that some of our ceiling tiles are showing where there's been leaks through them. We are missing ceiling tiles actually down on our level, right around the elevator. I don't know, there's several that are missing. But Mike got some quotes on those as well. For 16, one of the quotes is 158.24. That's for the Zorro. The other quote is 175.84 for DK Hardware. And then the last quote is 131 from Roby's. So we do have a local vendor in that too.
131 was that low price?
Yep. Yep.
Need a motion?
Make a motion, we approve the low bid for Roby's at the same time.
All right, we have a motion on the floor to approve the bid from Roby's for $131 for 16 ceiling tiles. We have a second.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the expenditure of $131 to Roby's for ceiling tiles. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries.
Oh, well, with regards to the budget, on the report, I don't know if you noticed, we're like in a dead period with our G-Works. Everything that BSNA has goes to October 31st. Anything from that period on will not be put into BSNA until they come on site. So anything to do with the budget entry, the up-to-date expenses, all of that stuff won't get a true reflection until BSNA comes on site and gets all that implemented and put in.
That's relative to, as an example, a budget printout from G-Works, is what you're saying.
Correct. And our payroll, for instance, since it's outsourced, we're not able to get that into our system at all because we are in that period right now. And then when BSNA comes in, we will have all of that information for them to just hopefully.
What about our payroll taxes in that bid?
Well, all that's getting paid and taken care of. But we're just not able to.
The economic side of it.
Yeah. I think that's all.
Telecommunications cost savings, are you going to touch on that?
Yes, sorry. Yes, I do want to hit on that. Mike has been in several times, and he's gone over our price speed, our Sheridan Valley, and US Cellular bills, and he's going to save us a lot. We haven't gotten to US Cellular yet, but we do know there's going to be a large cost savings there because we have hotspots we don't utilize, we have phones we don't utilize. With regards to Brightspeed, we won't even have a bill from them eventually. We're going to get internet service from a different provider at a much lower cost.
Much lower cost and much faster speed.
Much faster speed. So I don't have true numbers yet. We just met with Sheridan Valley last week. They're getting all those changes in, so we might see them on our next bill. I don't know for sure.
Right now. Yeah, we sent them more with 7 phones.
Yes, they took 7 phones with them. So.
Monthly savings will pay for several iPads every month.
Oh, it'll be.
It's going to be a pretty big number.
So I appreciate you spending the time helping with that because it's not anything I would.
It's tedious, yeah.
Have any knowledge on.
Mike's been a big help. Big help.
Especially important, as we're with the current budget,
Yes.
And even if we didn't have a budget issue, it's still smart.
Yeah.
It's still a smart thing to do. Go back and look at your services, look what you're paying, what the market is, and try to save a buck.
Yep.
Anything else in that? All right. Now move along now. Okay. City Attorney's report. John will not be in attendance tonight, so we can move right along. We've already had the opportunity to listen to Mr. Pugh's presentation. So we'll move right along to new business, which will be found under tab 9. And under tab 9, what we have is an ordinance. As some of you may recall, we've met with Missouri Department of Transportation. They're doing road work on 24 between Monroe City and the Route 107 intersection. They're either adding or improving or widening where they exist the shoulders, which is going to be a big, huge improvement in traffic safety, I guess you would call it. And they require a temporary easement from the city of Monroe City for property which is near the lake, is my understanding. Is that correct, Rodney?
Yes.
Thank you. So what we have is bill number 16, an ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Monroe City to enter into a temporary easement with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission. And what we would need is to go through the process of doing a first and third reading. So I would need a motion from someone to get this process started.
What are they going to do with these?
Widen it.
They're doing the box down outside Lakes, what they need from the city. They're buying that box culvert there, Then they're gonna widen the shoulder four more feet.
Where the lake currently is.
There's a box right
So
there.
we gotta get space. That
And they
box
gotta have space to work the widen.
to work out to get it going.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'll make a motion, that we approve the mayor's sign easement.
Now, we have a motion on the floor for the first reading of bill number 16. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor for the first reading of bill number 16, an ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Monroe City to enter into a temporary easement with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay or no. The ayes have it, the motion carries. Second reading,
I'll make a motion to approve second reading bill number 16.
we have a motion on the floor for a second reading of
I'll
bill
second.
number 16 and a second. You guys are quick. An ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Monroe City to enter into a temporary easement with Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no. Ayes have it, the motion carries. This is a lot.
Roll call.
Roll call for the second, won't do the third. Need to have John strike that from this. Okay, roll call.
Alderman Quinn.
Yes.
Alderman Osborne.
Yes.
Alderman Simpson.
Yes.
Alderman Schneider.
Yes.
Alderman Stone.
Yes.
All right, the motion carries and duly passed, bill 16. All right, well, let's move right along. Committee reports. First committee report would be Planning and Zoning Committee. Parks and Rec.
I'm sorry to say, no meetings held last month, just last meetings.
Okay. That's fine. Parks and Recreation.
I did give Penny the information on the utilities, which she was wanting to know the 3 different utilities.
They'd asked for more details on the expenses for the parks from last year for the budget. And so they were looking at that. We did not have a parks meeting, this month, but we'll have another one scheduled.
Can I say something? Concrete's done, North Park.
Oh,
Parking lot, sidewalks.
job.
And we
Meet
did
your
the dirt-
expectations.
And we did the dirt work.
Good.
Somebody wouldn't have to drop off.
Good.
We just need to catch a nice day to put some handicap parking right down and signs.
Great job.
Watch the weather reports. I don't know.
But
It'll be interesting.
The concrete's done, it looks good, and the dirt works, so it's open, so. just don't step off.
Life is good. Cool.
That's good. That's very good. Okay, next thing we have will be Economic Development Tax Board.
We have
Okay. Have one coming up, what, second? All right. Administration Committee.
no meeting.
Operations.
Minister and,
Okay. Is there anything you want to expand on?
Um,
Any action required from the board?
no, not this time,
All right.
I don't think, is it?
We're not quite ready to vote on anything, I guess you'd say. We did make some, we worked on some changes to our, section of the code for purchase orders, but we're not, we still have the things to do, I think, before we're ready to vote on those changes all made. We worked on a few other things, but, nothing that's finished. Yes.
All right.
One thing we did want to, I guess we did have we're interested in making sure that we get get the reports from our different departments, at least once a month, and hopefully every meeting. We'd like to have a little bit more consistency in the reports from the departments. So
I would recommend, you consider requiring their departmental reports at every meeting.
Yeah.
In particular, we're going to be doing, I think, a much closer review on budget matters. as we move forward. And also provide an opportunity for us to have maybe a more informed working understanding of each department's activities and perhaps generate better communication. We will be reinstituting department manager meetings. We have yet to set that up. It's forthcoming. All right.
So, just in that,
Go
that's a
ahead.
great idea. How do we, who tells the departments that they need to provide us with those updates? I mean, I just, you know what I mean? How do they know we're expecting?
We're going. I think you've already drafted. You've already drafted notification, haven't you, on the reports?
No, I mean, all we have is from our meeting the other night.
Do you have a particular format you want us to utilize?
I don't think it has to be a particular format, I
As long
think
as
it's
the
just.
information is there, that's the key.
Is this a simple question? Who's going to tell them?
Yeah, I just am wondering, how do those departments know that we expect them to do that?
And we will inform them.
And I can send a message out to tell them what the deadline is to get it to me, so we can get it in the packets in time for everybody.
Good question, Ray. Good question. Okay.
Can I have one question?
Absolutely.
The sign-on policy for the police department, these haven't been approved, it's just recommended changes.
Right, we need to get the wording done just right with John on that. We need to change the name of it.
And you'll share with the police department working with the council?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Excuse me. Anything from a bonus to tuition reimbursement. So,
I'm sure that you guys will work through that. Board of Adjustment,
No meeting.
no meeting. Excuse me. Nuisance Committee. Philip called me, and he will be giving a detailed report at the first meeting in December. Nuisance Committee. Philip Potterfield, he's the chairman. All right, moving right along with great speed and accuracy. Department reports. Police.
Got a couple of requests. The first one is going to be to get the Crown Vic up and running. We need to get the computer into it. And with that, what I'm doing is I'm modifying it where we're getting just one part so that we can take what is in the Tahoe, split it to the Crown Vic, and then if either one of those cars have to go in for maintenance, it can be swapped back and forth. So that way we're not having to buy a whole new system. But with that, we did have one of our printers that went down this year. So we're now operating with just two. So I went ahead and got a thermal printer to go with that. That's what we use to print out citations, all of our documents, traffic accidents, things of that nature. So for a total on that, it would be $860.04. That's allowing us to get the thermal printer, all the power cords, cables, the mount for the printer as well, and then the new foot plate for the Crown Vic.
Okay. Yeah.
3 bids.
600,000. Does he need 3 bids for that?
Well, the problem with getting 3 bids for this is specific for our setup.
So you
Each kind of printer
consistent
will work
with the rest of the.
Yes, so Patrol PC, which is who we use, which originally gave us all the lowest prices, they only work with brother PJ printers. There's no other printers we can really go for.
So it's very specific and/or custom.
Yep.
Okay.
You've already gotten it. You already have it, or you've got to get it.
No, we've got the quote for it. It's the 86004, but we've not ordered anything yet.
So I'll make that motion.
We have a motion on the floor to approve the expenditure of $860.04 for the thermal printer for the police department. We have a second.
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve the expenditure of $860.04 for a thermal printer for the police department. All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries, approved.
Okay, thank you. And then the second, so we got to looking into a lot of the utilities that we've been having issues with over the police department. One of the things that we went out and did purchase some new lights. We were able to cut back by half the amount of lights, almost 3 times the amount of bulbs. We're cutting back. We installed multiple different motion sensing devices, so lights that are not being used or not on. So just trying to help with utilities a little bit there. With that, I did not order for the entire department. I ordered out of pocket to do a portion of, and it has worked pretty well. So I was going to see if we could get the remainder of the officer area as well as the booking room through the city. And those lights would come in at $152 to finish that out. And then getting ceiling tile that we can take out the old long LED bulb lights that we have. That way we can take those pictures out and then replace them with the tiles. So it would come in to a total of $293.63.
Chief, does that amount include tile plus lights, or are they separate?
What was that?
The $293.63, does that include the cost of the tiles plus the lights? That's a total.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I was over there today, and the lights that he's replaced are motion sensitive. Walk into a dark hall and it lights up like it's supposed to. So what I would need is a motion to approve the expenditure.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion on the floor to approve the expenditure of $293.63 for the lights and tiles for the police department. We have a second.
I'll second it.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve the expenditure. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carried. Yes.
That's still in the process of moving downstairs. Or is that, I don't know.
We haven't been at this point. We were waiting for Tiger Hawk whenever they were going to be coming and doing all that stuff. I mean, if we start making some changes over there, except we went in and did some reinstallation up in the ceiling areas, trying to get where the birds and everything are able to get in underneath the roof line. We've been getting those spaces filled, so we're doing what we can to cut down on some of those losses there. That's going to be one of our big ones is the AC and heating. It's just there's no installation inside the building.
You know, I don't know if you're aware of this. I was over at the PD earlier and took a photograph of those two big, awesome-looking carrier units in that closet. We'll be getting that information over to Peters. In the thought process, we currently have a maintenance agreement with them, and we thought that if they're going to do what I will call the library in the city hall, they might as well do that too, and that will hopefully, they'll do preventive maintenance and whatever else is required to maintain those systems. So we'll be getting that information. I will be getting that information, or someone will be, to Peters and get that added. And then, of course, they'll have, whenever they come in, they'll have to schedule that so we can make sure that they're at an appropriate time and day, et cetera, et cetera. A little bit different. You just can't walk in and do their work. A little bit different situation. So I didn't know if you were aware of that or not. Just wanted to do that, let you know that. Anything else, Chief?
The other thing is we're going to be looking at doing tire orders before winter hits in. We started setting up last year where we did an overpurchase, so we've got tires that are really bad for emergency purposes. So we'll be able to swap them out on a couple of vehicles without having to pay. So the only thing we will have is 6 tires that we'll be getting. Still waiting for quotes to come in on those.
Okay.
So we'll get those to you at the next meeting.
Okay.
One thing, Chief, is Sheridan Valley take care of your phone issues yesterday?
No,
Did they come?
no.
Did they come here yesterday?
They had phone issues too. Was it today, Kim?
It was today. I had to reset my phones twice today. And I didn't know the
Well, they had
second
it-
time that they weren't working until I went across the street and Jeanette for me. She just received a call.
Yeah, because they had an install that day too, because they were transferred, so that their install, they have to.
Oh, that's right. That's
So they
right.
have to get back with them and schedule that again.
Did you ever get your email working? Is your email working now?
Yes. Yes and no, off and on. We're still running on temporary emails from TigerHawk. We're having to get with them multiple times a week. I log into one computer in the PD and then it locks me out of every other, which is a problem.
What the heck?
I work inside at my desk, I log into that computer, it locks me out of the computer in the car. So then we got to call them and get it unlocked. Then when I get into that one, it locks me out of the computer inside and every other tablet. So we're having problems with that. We're having problems with making connections between our tablets and our server inside. So that's something that we're fighting probably 2-3 times a week.
And they have tickets for all of these issues?
So when you log into
We're
another
still-
machine,
We're still one tablet down. I believe, unless it came back this week,
I'm sorry.
that last tablet that we sent out to TigerHawk, as it came back.
No.
Okay, so we're still down on that one. They weren't even able to get logged into it on the administrative tablet. So
when you log into a different machine, it locks you out.
yeah,
It doesn't
blocks.
just log it off. And you have to
no, it
sign
blocks
back
us
in.
completely. Like we have to call them. They have to give us permission to get back into.
Something along.
That's-
Yeah, it's kicking us completely out of the system. And then our
You have to see
emails.
having to log back in. But
Yeah, our emails, they're hit and miss. Some days they're working good. Some days everything that you get sent will go to the delete file, be deleted about 15 minutes later, and you never see it. So, it's, yeah, we're having some,
You said temporary emails, what was that?
it's literally just temporary email. It only
I mean,
holds
is
so
it
much.
different email address or?
No, it only holds so much. Every time we go into it, prompts that it's temporary, and it'll only hold so much data, and then starts moving it out. So we've been having quite the struggle with TigerHawk. Like I said, we're talking at least 2-3 times a week trying to get things straightened back out.
Are they coming on
Sometimes
site to help you at all?
they have twice in the past.
Yeah, they sent somebody twice.
Twice in the past 3 months, probably. Every other time it's tried to be over the phone, takes several hours. So. Yeah, other than that, that's all I have, unless anybody has any
Sounds
other
like
questions.
plenty. Sounds like
I
plenty.
need to get that addressed.
Yeah, that's not good.
Thank you all.
Well, thank you, Chief. All right, water?
Nothing.
Nothing? He said nothing.
Nothing. Go sit back down.
No, not yet, George. I
All
think
right.
you're like pulling your chain.
I do have a whole sheet of paper here. So.
I noticed that.
Okay, so in the city clerk's report, there was she alluded to the lead and copper on there, and I just wanted to elaborate what was going on. You've probably seen the white
flags around town. What it is there's a company in town that's actually potholing before and after each water meter, looking to ensure that the pipes are not lead or galvanized. And if they are, then on the customer side, the customer's notified that they should get that replaced. If it's on the city side, it will be dug up and it will be replaced. So that's kind of where we are. This was a grant that we applied for back when Tamitha was here, and we finally got it. We got it all together, and then Danette's been running with it and got everything going. And so we are behind on the required EPA dates that we had to have the information, but this company is in town doing it for us. So there's nobody out there that's monitoring this. They're putting these dates out, but they don't have anybody to come enforce it. So I'm not worried that we're going to get a letter of violation or anything, because we are in the process of moving forward. And again, this is a $500,000 grant, and it's great that we got it. So,
well, it was my understanding that a significant part of the delay was caused by DNR themselves.
oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So I don't see how they can hold our feet to the fire.
Waiting on approval, right?
Right. Waiting on
Yeah,
approval.
but it came from the EPA, and DNR is in between us and the EPA, but yet the EPA will gladly leapfrog DNR.
Well, if it becomes a problem, let me know. I'll call the home.
I am not, yeah, as of right now, everything's good. What were you gonna
I was
ask?
just gonna say, with regards to those white flags in the yards, they do have QR codes on them. So if anybody scans those codes, that'll also update them as to what they're doing too.
Yeah, I don't know if they found any lead or galvanized yet. They have found some leaks, and my guys
really?
went and looked at them. Yeah, on the customer side.
Of course.
There haven't been any that I've been made aware of that were on the city side yet. So, so Gary Thompson, they got a hold of Gary Thompson, and so he's been fixing these leaks. So,
Question for you.
yes, sir.
We were waiting on some equipment that would enable George, I don't recall the conversation, but it had something to do with automation on the fluorination.
That's
See,
on my list.
good. Please continue.
Okay. Okay. Earlier, you were talking about the internet, and you said that we might not have a bill from Brightspeed. So, did the water plant?
No, you're still on Brightspeed at the moment. Mark Twain Internet actually services that with their wireless, their point-to-point wireless.
Okay.
So we're getting that in the works. But there'll be overlap, so there's no risk of you being without. So.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just was excited to hear that I was going to have something much better than what we currently have.
It should be significantly better than what you have now.
And then also for your meeting, has JC's been discussed yet?
We invited him to bring his plan, and we didn't hear anything back.
Okay,
so,
good deal. So if he calls me and starts getting on me, I can say, well, you were invited.
Yeah, he was on the agenda.
Great.
So, yeah.
Okay. And then one more question about the meeting. So on the reports, am I going to need to start doing a report more often? Is that I know that's mine, but are you needing that? Because if you're needing them bi-weekly or whatever, it's something I have to get with Omaha on to get that changed. If I'm just trying to get ahead of the game. So are you planning on people service doing? Okay.
Reports are beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, then. Any questions on my report while we're here? As you notice, the lost water has went way down.
Awesome.
What did you find?
Yeah.
It was no change on our nothing that we did different at the water plant. I know we found one big meter that the registration was incorrect in the G-Works. I believe it's G-Works or whatever. It was in somewhere in there. And so, yes, about the time that we changed that, everything just kind of.
So what is acceptable? It's still almost at 10%, 9.61. What's
There, we are below any other municipality I've ever worked with. Normally, 15 to 20 is low, even right after a meter change out. So for us to be below 10, that is, you need to be just singing, yay,
I should be singing.
Yes.
Because we
Yeah.
lost 155,000 gallon, I should be happy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of that could be from tower levels when the meters are red. There's just so many.
Really
Might not
It
actually
might not actually be lost, but then again, consistently every month, if we're under 10 or we're running at 9, then yeah, we probably are losing some. Meters slow down, but they are fairly new, but yet there is, with the manganese and stuff in the water, it does kind of make it's got a little paddle in there that goes back and forth. And that paddle can't go as fast all the time. Or we have a lot, it was a general accepted policy where anybody that wanted a bigger meter at their house could have a bigger meter. So you have a 2-inch meter at a residence, and they're running just a small amount of water. That 2-inch meter is not designed to pick that up. And we do have houses in town with 2-inch meters. Even 1-inch meters are not designed to pick up that extreme low flow. So it's probably in our metering is where some of the loss is. I'm sure we have some small leaks out there, and we're going to find them someday. But yeah, we'll keep on working on it. Okay, so now I want to preface, before I start here, I did talk to the mayor about this. Almost all the items I'm getting ready to talk about are budgeted in CapEx. He said that we need to be careful spending money. I understand. So I'm bringing this to you and going to explain why I'm asking for it now. And if it can't happen, and you tell me to, I understand. So first item, out of the water plant, we have the sodium permanganate. We are wanting to move that from the pump house up to the water plant. It is going to save us a lot of money on chemical costs.
Just a short question. How does that work? Like as far as the money savings, what's the?
Well, I'm assuming we're going to save about $5,000 a month because we're putting it in down at the pump house right now.
At Route J.
At Route J, so it has 7 miles worth of line to work through all the way up to the plant. It also attacks manganese. That is our main objective with permanganate. But it also will attack algae. In the summer, we get a lot of algae at down there. So we have to feed so much more to overcome the algae, because the algae appears to be the immediate threat to the permanganate. And then that's also what is causing the buildup on the inside of our line that causes us to pig it so often is the algae. So what it's going to be a multi-tier punch here. So we're going to move the permanganate to the plant, and we're going to start feeding hydrogen peroxide based upon the time of year, as well as some copper sulfate.
And that'll take care of the algae, so the
permanganate, all it has to do is hit the manganese. And that went from under $1 a pound to over $3 a pound in the last, it's been in the last couple of years. There was a chemical plant somewhere in Illinois that caught fire, and they were the only producers of sodium permanganate in the United States. So they had to start outsourcing to China or wherever else. And I assumed when that plant was going to get back online, we would see a large decrease in cost, and haven't seen it. So I guess they got it up there, they're gonna keep it there.
Got the price up.
Right.
What the market bears, but
And we're using, in the summer, we're using, 20, 25 gallons a day, and this stuff weighs 11 pounds per gallon. So it's a big cost. Right now, we're only feeding about 3 gallons a day after the algae went. And
so
yeah,
long story short, we were over budget by roughly $95,000 for the previous fiscal year.
Mhm.
And what you're communicating is that you are going to create a cost savings by moving this from the pump house to the water plant.
Yes.
What's the cost?
Well, the initial cost is getting it engineered. You were in on the emails with between DNR and I, and they would not let me just move it.
Right.
We have to have it engineered. Mark Ross, who is who's the engineer that we hired to look at the emerging contaminants, he said that he would do it for $6,500. So I was asking to not exceed $7,000 because everything always does run over a little bit.
Is there any restrictions to using those professional services in that manner?
There should not be, no. And if John was here, he could answer that. But no, you have him here already doing professional services at the water plant. It's not that far off.
I get it. So we look to have a substantial savings.
It's just always good practice to have.
I understand. And we're going to be doing RFQs for a few different potential, I guess you call them projects or tasks. But for this case, we need to move quickly, I think. It takes weeks to do that process. I think we can justify it with services. So, do you have a cost from Claire?
From Mark?
Yeah.
Ross? Well, he said $6,500 is what he believes they will cost to do it, and then I'm just spitballing here numbers. About $5,000 is what it's going to take for the installation.
So you're looking at $12,000.
Yes, but right now, because it's going to take a few months for him to engineer it, get it to DNR to approve it, to get us a construction permit back. So,
are there any expectation of additional costs that we haven't considered?
No, that 5,000 I put out there should work for the scale, the additional pump. No, it should be.
Okay, based on what you have said, we would have less than a 3-month payback.
Oh, I believe it would be faster than that. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I would like like to hear a motion to approve the expenditure of $12,000 to enable the movement of the sodium permanganate feed from the pump house at Route J to the water plant.
Can we just do the engineering
Yeah.
portion of it? And then,
Okay.
because when he tells us what it is, then we can get
That's
He'll
fine.
have a cost
Yeah.
in his report, right? An estimated cost.
Yeah, he'll, if I ask him to do one, but I'll have all that put together for him. I'm going to make this as easy on Mark as possible. I'm doing all the work. All he's got to do is put a stamp on it.
Because if I understand you right, it's going to have to sit around for a little while anyway, because he's going to have to do his work, send it off to NR, they got to get approved. And
Exactly,
At that point,
yeah.
we should
And
be able
approve
to-
the $7,000 for, or $6,500 for engineering.
I'll make a motion that we approve the $600 for the engineering.
All right, we have a motion on the floor. We have a
Can you
second.
go it could go not to exceed 7,000.
Okay.
That way, if Mark goes over, we don't have to come
You
back.
want to
and ask
restate?
for it.
Restate.
I'll restate up to 7,000 for the engineering.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve the expenditure of $7,000 for the engineering on the sodium permanganate feed to be moved from the pump house at Route J to the water plant. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve the expenditure of $7,000 for the movement of the sodium permanganate feed from the pump house at Route J to the water plant. All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. You got your approval.
All right. As the mayor also alluded to earlier, the chloramines, we actually did a small test right before I left just to make sure all the equipment was working, everything converted properly. We ran it for a few hours, and yeah, it was automatic. No problem. All of our tests were coming out. They were coming out, but we weren't fine tuning it. We just wanted to make sure we were going to be able to make the chloramines. We did. Our free ammonia was higher, meaning we were feeding too much ammonia at that point. So we didn't have the time to continue to step it down. But what I'll do is when we actually fire it up, I'll come in lower and I'll step it up instead of coming in higher and trying to step down. It's a very easy process where it's fed. If we have free chlorine, we didn't convert to chloramines. So it's as soon as we convert, our free chlorine's gone. It's that simple. So if you guys want to ever come out and take a look, more than happy to show you. So.
Oh, this has been a goal for months, and so I'm very happy.
This is also going to be a good cost savings for us.
Not really, no. This is not a cost. No, this is
because of the
TTH.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I did just get the results back from the third quarter TTHNs, and we, of course, are still in violation. And it was an annual running average, so there's actually 4 tests that are all figured in there. And right now, we would have to run a negative number in order to be in compliance. So that means we will have the chloramines running before the fourth quarter test. We will have all the water in the system turned over before the fourth quarter TTHM test. So we will get true representation of what the chloramines are going to do for our TTHMs.
So we're looking at mid-year change to
be back in compliance.
Yeah.
I would say maybe after the second quarter, if not probably after the third quarter.
Okay.
So
we just need to do a very effective job of communicating to our customers.
Yep.
The changes we've made, the impact we're going to have, the relationship to the averaging house done, number of tests per year, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Move on to another CapEx item. If you recall, we just had a bunch of the Mr. Manhole done in town. And with the snow coming, we could only make that stretch so far. There's multiple manholes that stick up too high, and we need them adjusted down. And you can ask Rodney, them things will knock your teeth out when you hit them with a snowplow. You damage your equipment, so on and so forth. I contacted the company that has already given us a bid that just completed the work, and they said that they would come in for the same price per manhole and do another 5, which is that's all we've identified is there's 5.
How much?
That still need to be done. About $13,500 if they're all in concrete, which I don't know that they are because the concrete is $700 more per manhole. Plus, there's a $450 savings that we were able to realize on the last ones because we were able to take the ring and lid that they got up with Rodney's help and the jackhammer. They jackhammered off the concrete or whatever it was, and we were able to reuse a lot of the equipment instead of them putting a brand new one on, which saved us $450 per hole.
So this isn't the 5 holes that they had already done?
Oh, no. Them are already done, and they're great. If you've driven over any of them, you don't even really feel. You have to be really wanting to feel it to feel it. It's a great process. It's perfectly even.
We'll have to sign it.
And we don't have to do it.
We do, and I'll tell you the reason why I feel that strongly about it is damage to these very, very expensive snowplows. It's
Absolutely.
also a safety issue for our operators.
Yeah.
I think we'll need to find our savings in some other place besides not doing this. That's just my input for what it's worth.
So just to clarify, you said 13,000 basically?
Yeah, the 13.5, that is if they are all in concrete and we reuse none of the rings and lights. So I'm asking for the most, but I'm telling you for the 5, if I can get them for the, well, let's see here, right? So it's 2,000 in asphalt plus take off the 4,500. So yeah, I could be under $8,000.
But you don't know until you do the work.
Exactly.
First phase
That's
is
where we are.
12.5.
Yeah, because we did find some of the rings and lids that were cracked, so we couldn't reuse them. So we are running out of our surplus, but we're, like I said, we're just rotating through.
Would someone want to make a motion or not?
I just don't know what the dollar amount should be.
I'll make the motion to approve up to 12.5.
13.5.
13,
We won't know. 35 is the high side. We won't.
up to 13.5 for manhole repair to prevent the snow plows from getting damaged.
We have a motion on the floor to approve. Second. We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the $13,500 estimated expenditure for Mr. Manhole. All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries.
And I have 2 more on here, but looking at the mayor's face, I'm going to just bring it back next month.
Good idea.
Well, you'll be getting the gavel.
It's in the budget, so I'm just, you know.
He chose wisely.
Because he would get the gavel.
We need to defer payment.
You may have to. All right, electric department.
Hey.
Yes, look at this. Welcome, Alderman.
Hello.
Good morning.
Sorry to interrupt.
You know, you're more than welcome. Take your time.
This week we've been working on Christmas lights, trying to get them installed and in order. A short week next week, we're going to finish Main Street with the garlands and lights. We're also working at Pace Building, trying to get that service connected. So I think that's going well. We also were working over here at Mall Bank, the old Mall Bank, to redo some wiring behind an alley that's not in the best shape. So.
What is with the Pace Building?
There's someone that leased the middle part of that building, and they want electric service to it. So I don't know how long the service has been off, so we just kind of checking everything to make sure that it's safe to kind of operate.
Now, I received a message from the realtor, and he informed me today, and I hope this is not inappropriate, but they entered into an agreement with the tenant to buy the rest of the building. And so the west end of the building, 12D, is that the name of the company that
That's who's there now.
12D has per stand order lease the west end of the building for their manufacturing and or other operations. The middle section is being leased by a what's called a mini data center, and they're looking to use approximately 3 to 4 megawatts of energy, and then they've entered into an agreement to sell the rest of the building to another entity, and I'm not going to go any further because I haven't been given permission to do so. So it looks like the building will be occupied and being used. I don't know anything about job creation or any other detail, but it's a plus as far as I'm concerned.
Well, if they're using, that'll be like a nice steady, it's a data center, that'll be a steady base load type.
I wish them all the success in the world, and I hope they end up needing more. So we have to contact MPA and put in a mini picker, or whatever you call that thing. Like they're doing in Hannibal, some sort of a generating system.
So that's part of what we were doing, also working over here. And then piece together work that we do every day. But last week I brought up quotes for some poles, transformers. I got 3 quotes back now for all these. The poles, like I said last meeting, 2 of the companies will only sell them by full truckloads. 1 company will sell it by just what we need. But I recommend that we take the cheapest quote, which is Arkansas Electric, and a full truckload. And that cost is $18,297.30. And that would be
Those 20-foot?
there's different sizes, so I quoted 10 40-foot poles, 5 35-foot poles, 5 30-foot poles, 2 45-foot poles, and then the rest to fill up the load would be 21 40-foot poles. So I estimate that would last us a year of poles.
Do you remember I don't have it. I don't have the CapEx with me.
I think we did. 35.
Yeah.
I think it was 35.
Yeah, it was way above that.
Okay. All right. So Arkansas Electric was a little bigger.
Arkansas Electric was a little better.
I realized we had the conversation last time that, we could do this small load, but at the end of the day, we're going to be utilizing it anyway, get the whole load, and the per pole cost would be less.
Yes.
All right, so we need a motion to approve the expenditure of $18,297 for Arkansas Electric for a load of poles.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion on the floor to approve the expenditure of $18,297 for a pole for Arkansas Electric. We have a second.
Second.
We have a motion, and a second, and a third on the floor. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Motion carries. Got your poles.
Okay, thank you. Second item we talked about, and this is the backup pad mount transformers for our major businesses. I've only quoted 2. I quoted more than that, but I'm only asking for 2 because of the cost. They're extremely high, and I think through time I'd like to build up a backup inventory, and I estimated we need around 6 backup transformers to protect us completely in the event of a failure. But 2 will get us by for now, and then eventually through time just purchase more as it comes along, 1 or 2 a year until you have a backup. Yeah, I know, a solid inventory.
Do you have 3 quotes?
I have 3 quotes, and Solomon Electric came in considerably less at $51,900, and that's just for 2 transformers. It's 2 500 kVA transformers. One a 500 kVA dual tap, which is 2400, 7200, so it'll do both of our primary voltages. And this is a 12208, which is probably 15 businesses have, anywhere from 250 kVA to 1000 kVA in the same voltage range, which 500 would work to replace them temporarily till you got a new one rebuilt, set back, but our temporary out of service.
How long do the quotes good for?
30 days usually.
We'll have to put this off until about February.
And if it's something that we need to come back and talk more about, then we can.
What's our risk level?
Let's say most of these businesses, these transformers, probably anywhere from 20 years old to, I'd say no less than 5. If we lose one, we're looking at a 24-hour outage probably at the minimum. That's contacting NPUA, finding the transformer we need to replace it. If we can get one, and then getting it here, shipped here, getting it installed.
What's the lead time on these?
Lead time on these, Solomon's fairly quick. Let me see.
Excuse me?
I'm looking here. I did.
Fairly quick, you said.
Yeah, they're pretty quick.
LED is not like 90 days, is it?
This company's 18 to 20 weeks.
18 to 20 weeks?
Yes. That one is-
Okay.
the-
Not Solomon.
The
not-
company we order from, they've been getting them in this size transformer, I'm gonna say 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8.
6 to 8 weeks. Okay, that gets us in January.
January. Okay. We might have to pay for it.
Excuse me?
We pay, when we order it or when we receive it.
We're seeing
When
it.
we pay them.
Usually one's good to see.
So we'll have, we'll take 8 weeks to get here, we'll have net 30. I think that's doable. Do you think that's doable?
Yeah.
All right, need a motion on the floor. We need a motion for someone to spend 52 that way. I think $1,900.
And that covers two, you said?
Covers two. The second transformer is a same size, 500 kVA, dual taps, so 2400 primary volts, 7200 primary volts. That's 240, 480. So it works for these businesses. There's probably 10 out there somewhere in that neighborhood that have this.
Did we have, yeah, we had this in the approved budget for them.
I don't think we put this much. I think we put 40,000 for the backup transformers, but CapEx was
The dual tap allows us to utilize these and not have to replace them if we end up doing the 12,470.
another thing is
12,470.
yes, 12,470. These transformers are becoming an asset instead of a liability because they're not depreciated. So if they're not being used, they're not installed, they're worth exactly this much and they're going to continue to rise. They're not going to.
You just hit on something that I think is something that we're going to have to view. I do not know how this is done in municipalities. I just don't know. Dennis might be able to help us. But we have thousands of dollars out of inventory, tens of thousands of dollars out of inventory. It's nowhere on our books. Nowhere. And he brought up a good point. It may not be cash, but its value is significant, and it shouldn't be expensed until it's used. And so we probably have a couple hundred, $200,000 or $300,000 or $400,000 inventory sitting around that's nowhere on our books. It does not exist. And I think that's a failure on our part. Dennis, you want to address that real quick?
Well, I agree to a certain extent, Mr. Mayor. But, I mean, in the discussions we've had, this goes right along with calculating your asset value of your system. And if you've got transformers that are backup setting in your lot, that's still an asset value. And it's got to be protected in some form or fashion. So if you have a transformer pulled out of stock and goes in the inventory, it's still calculated into your base. So it's total asset value that needs to be created. And that's only done through an active inventory of what your distribution system has.
Okay, good enough. What else?
The others are 3 quotes for the full top transformers.
No, I asked a question about what that was for two. I will make the motion to approve the purchase of the two transformers.
We have a motion on the floor for the expenditure to Solomon Electric in the amount of $51,900 for 2 transformers. We have a second. We have a motion second on the floor to approve the purchase of 2 transformers for Solomon Electric in the amount of $51,900. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries.
Oh, and just for some clarity on the other bids, 65,000 was one. And just to let you know, 66,000 was the other.
Very good, Justin. You did exactly what they were asking.
Incredibly expensive items, and they only continue to rise. The next item was overhead distribution transformers that we use in building new services. So we lost 8 transformers this summer. Seems like quite a few, but that's quite a few. What we're planning on doing is separating services. So right now we have so many, we have like several houses coming off of a smaller transformer. So what the work plan is to divide these services and put up 2 transformers and separate these services out. So we're not overloading our transformers. We're not losing them when it gets real hot. So I'd like to purchase 8 pole top transformer. Solomon got the low bid for 8 transformers at $11,100. So this is 4 25 kVA conventional transformers, same thing, dual voltage 2400s and 7200, 12240s.
How many again, Justin?
4
4.
25 kVA.
Okay, what was Solomon's best price?
Solomon's best price was $1,025 per transformer.
For a total of?
11,100.
There are 4 more of something else. What are the other 4?
There are 4 more 37.5s, which is just one size bigger. Same thing, 2400, 7200 dual voltage, 120, 240, and they were $1,125 a piece. And then 50 kVAs, 2 at $1,250. Same dual voltage, 2400, 7200, and 120, 240s.
Total number of transformers?
The total number is 8.
8?
Yeah, and this will give us a strong stock and a good inventory. So if we do have several failures at once, we'll be covered.
And the total cost again was?
$11,100.
Okay.
Is that in our budget?
It is.
11,100.
Dwindling really fast.
Yeah, he's done for the rest of the year. I'll make a motion to approve the bid from Solomon for $11,100 for the H.
We have a motion on the floor to approve the expenditure of $11,100 to Solomon Electric for 8 transformers. We have a second.
Okay.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve the purchase of 8 transformers from Solomon Electric in amount of $11,100. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, the motion carries. Congratulations. You have just removed the title of Spindle-Lot from Rodney.
Sure, spend a lot.
Do you have any other questions?
Nothing. Good job.
Justin, you're doing a fine job. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Mr. Mayor, may I make one comment? You had read off the realty report on occupancy for a mini data center. If that is becoming a true reality, we need to make a call to the UA and get that additional load in the queue for planning purposes. If you have an estimated date on when that will be active.
Justin, I'm going to leave that to you to have that discussion with them.
Okay. Get a hold of Rebecca, we'll probably be in contact with Rebecca Atkins, or if you want to feel free, Mike, to do that, that's all good to go. Yes. But, yeah, we need to get that in the queue for planning purposes.
Very good. Very good. Will we get a lower rate?
It will help on your load factor.
Okay, that helps.
It improves your load factor, it's going to improve your wholesale cost.
All right.
That's good.
Okay, gas department. I do not see one here to represent gas department. Street department. Oh, come on, Ronnie. You're not insulted, are you? He took away your title.
Yeah, I'll take the move one thing.
You want money too.
All the time.
You should ask him to move up. So
You got it?
have to react with-
I didn't get some last time, but
He may get to keep that title.
We got the truck and, we got the spreader fixed, that plow had never been used. We're getting a couple hoses, for it we got to, and it's computerized. We had to adjust up and down. I called, Macon mechanic and with the state and got it up and down. And so we gotta get a couple of hoses for it. The heater don't work. I got chuckling about that. But anyway, we'll get that all straightened out. So haven't heard no other word from the old truck yet. Just want to remind you, South Lake closes December 1st.
So we had this discussion.
I know, that's why I brought it up.
And I tried to ascertain the justification for closing the line. And what I come away from the conversations with is, I guess, oh golly gee, what a phrase to use. Back in the day, the guys with 4 trucks would go out there and tear stuff up. So I don't know about that. I don't think that's a reality in this day and age, but maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'd like to see it left open.
I'd be more afraid of the slide off.
Excuse me.
I'd be more afraid of the
Yeah,
slide
just
off.
slide into the lake.
You got that same thing at Route J now, too. We don't close it, and it's ramps like that.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Bill, I about that.
So that's a decision the board's gonna have to make, whether they want to close it or not.
Do you see reason to close it?
Back in the day when I worked here, we didn't close it. I don't even know, I don't think it was
Oh,
gates.
we, oh golly gee, way back in time, we used to go out there and have campfires,
Did you
play on the ice, and ice
track it up
fish
with
and the
your-
whole works. I mean, it was used for recreation in the wintertime.
You track it
Where
up
you
with your
going?
cousins,
You're
right?
gonna be right.
Well, of course, they use the for.
I'm sure you don't know.
Well, there's true.
That,
They use the jam for
They
sledding.
use the dam.
Yeah. Remember that?
I don't know what you guys, whether you all
They
want to do.
claimed
I
that
just,
It doesn't matter.
after
I
I
don't get it.
left or something, that's why they put the gates up, people was out there cutting donuts.
Because if it becomes a problem, we could close it, but.
Yeah.
The gates are there. I mean, back in the day, I don't think there was any gates, they didn't install the gates.
But they do during the just during the winter.
There's a lot of donuts that are out there.
Would you think, I mean, I'm just trying to get some input, because I'd like to keep it open. If there's reason to close it, then I wanna know.
So why don't we try to keep it open
Just try.
until,
why don't we
Give me the
keep it
word,
open
because
until the chief
gates
comes back
are
and
there.
says you gotta close it?
That's fine.
Something like that, I don't know.
yeah,
There you go.
Keep it open.
Okay, well, I just want to mention that. The other thing I'm working on that, is the snowplow for the loader. I really need to get. And it's in the CapEx budget. I did call Luby today to just he's got the state bid, so I can find out for sure. But I called him today, he didn't get back to me, so I'm gonna do some investigating on that.
Are you,
It needs replaced.
are you telling the board that you need permission now?
No, just that I'm working on that, so next meeting, hopefully I'll have it.
Okay.
So that's.
So
We might get snow here pretty soon.
Yeah, I got the
I'm
old,
thinking the same thing.
I got the old one patched up.
Okay.
I mean, it'll go, it might fall apart, like George and Annos, that's a great investment, because they're smooth. And you hit them plows, yeah, they'll rattle your teeth.
It didn't help when you stood up and said that when he was up there trying to argue those.
He was shaking his head.
I couldn't see him back there.
You're supposed to keep your mouth shut.
There you go, doggone it. No, seriously,
No, they're great,
Get
I'm all in
the,
favor of that.
is it correct if we did the state bid, we want to get 3?
Right.
So we can get the state bid, let's see what that goes.
That's why I talked to Jerry, he's
Yeah.
got it on everything. So. And besides that, I'm still sometime interested in getting signs. If nothing else, I haven't got any other bids. I showed y'all that last time, but you really need to road work, 1-lane flagger and easels. There's nothing
Okay,
else.
so
That was 1,200.
are you unable to get,
No, I can get, but
Okay.
they wasn't in the CapEx budget. But,
what'd you say it was gonna be like, how much?
$1,200,
Okay,
12.
we'll figure it out.
But I can get from Barco, I got one in January, I know that, there it is, right there. It's probably good for, yeah, it's 1260. And I can get one from Barco and probably
Okay.
another one, so.
Okay, no, we have to be able to operate the state.
Well, George wants to work on any MoDOT, they'll, we knew that on the waters, we found that out. But you got to have that for that,
I get it,
but that's all I got.
I get it, I'm on your side.
Unless you got any questions.
All right.
Thank you.
Doing a good job, Rodney, thank you very much. Next thing, building inspector, I don't see Bob here. Anybody else got anything for building inspector than that? All right, see Mr. Buckman has honored his presence, so airport.
I went out to Turpin's today and picked up the van.
Okay,
He didn't have a bill figured out. He had to replace the brake master cylinder on it,
is that where it was leaking?
leaking through the master cylinder.
Okay.
I heard you mention that you're gonna, the water plant for Mark Twain for the internet, you're gonna do the same for the airport.
Yep.
Will there be a phone number
We're gonna port the number you got.
so that it comes through Mark Twain then?
It'll actually be through Cherry Valley. It'll be an adapter box that hooks into the internet and then hooks to your
the one that you already have.
But there won't be, you said there won't be a lapse,
No, you won't, it'll overlap, so there's no risk of.
so we'll still be able to pump fuel.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yeah, and we'll keep it for a while just to make sure,
okay,
that there's no hiccups.
Get it debugged.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, but it's $55 a month instead of 160.
Money's money.
Yeah.
Money's money.
All right,
Money.
that's all I have.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dale. Appreciate it. Mosswood contract reviews.
I think that's been resolved.
Okay, we'll just sign it. Yeah, if you recall, we had, went back and made sure it was a one-year contract, and they improved the language for the financial report quarterly. So move right along. Next thing on the agenda will be presentation of bills approval, tab 12.
A question on Mary Kendrick.
Yes, that is the agreed upon payment for administration of the North Park Project grant.
That was not money, city money to begin with.
Okay.
That money was donated to the project from another entity.
I believe from the county, wasn't it?
Yes,
So it's a pass through.
yes.
They gave us the money, we gave her the money.
Right.
But thank you for asking.
Yeah. And I'm gonna abstain on this one. So.
Understood.
And then as discussed at the last council meeting, there is information in there too on
Yes.
payroll.
G-Works bill for a maintenance subscription that we might have to do in the future.
Yeah, they will do one year.
G-Works or annual subscription.
Yeah, this is gonna be for the utility billing, the front desk, and receipt management. Modules only. Everything else.
Also, is it actually a little cheaper that way?
Yes, because it was originally $24,000.
Wow. Yeah, so that is a big difference. So that should be the last payment we give them, huh?
Yes.
Cool.
Anyone have any questions about the bills payable?
I guess I do. Your company, your
Yes.
computer support.
That was for the new airport computer, moving the data for it, and also helping with the data extraction with PSMA on several calls. So.
What's the John Deere RX-84 16,000? Is that the
Brush hog.
Oh, the brush hog that we bought.
It was CapEx. It was approved.
Martin Equipment. RX-84. Is that on the equipment maintenance for the gas department for 16?
What was it on, Mike,
For Martin Equipment?
Yeah, is that the one that the mayor said is the brush hog? Is that what you said?
Skid steer.
Skid steer brush hog 16.
Oh, okay. For repair? Oh, maintenance. Oh, you bought it?
It was a new purchase. It was a new purchase. It would appear that the wording here.
Oh,
is
it's
a little-
slash, okay.
That should be the CapEx,
Yeah.
not equipment maintenance. I don't know if that's a.
Did you want to tell them about Peter's looking at the system? Did you want to tell them about that?
I can.
I didn't know if you needed to.
Well, I'm not aware of all the complexities, but we had an issue with the ceiling tile moisture, both here as well as in the library. There is I think it's like a clean air or cold air makeup unit that's operated by a damper that was seized. It wasn't operating correctly. So consequently, that allowed the humidity to become substantial. That has since been corrected. And did we add that to the maintenance? Are they gonna add that to their maintenance?
Cindy's waiting to hear back from them.
Yeah.
She has
So we
to-
contacted them to have them
Well, we
add that to their
identified.
maintenance program to, I'm not sure if it's the correct terminology, cycle that to make sure that it works properly at some frequency, so we don't have to do that again. Because that's one of the reasons why we're having to do some replacement of tiles in the library. We don't have to do that again. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, the humidity level has come down.
How is the on holidays at the police department work? If it's a call on a holiday, how does that, are they paid double time, straight time? How's that work? I don't know, tax numbers, regular day.
So what's callback? Is that on call?
I'm sorry.
Callback?
Callback, that's if, one of our departments gets a callback for electric issue or after hours.
Because this looks
Not
really
gonna fire
high.
or something like that.
Which one?
$100 an hour. Yes, it'd be $100 an hour if it was only 13.
That is, that's a total 13.5, a police department, 13.59 hours, is that a total?
Yes, for that department.
For a 2-week period?
The overtime is like $100 an hour. If you divide 18 divided by 13.59, it wouldn't be that high, would it?
Yeah, it's 104.
Do you have any openings?
That's 104.
I mean, that can't be right.
Math not mathing.
Because their wages are say similar to admin and they're way off.
Admin looks right.
But the wages
Yeah, but it's
admin
$1,000 more on 2 hours.
I'll have Cindy,
Yeah, I
I'll send it out to you guys.
That's a good point, that's a good point.
I thought that.
Okay, back to our bills, bills payable.
I'll make a motion to approve the bill as presented.
We have a motion on the floor to approve bills payable, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve bills payable, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay or no.
Abstain.
One abstention, ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, so next thing we have is unfinished business. The next you're gonna have to give us the details, but when we made the change to the fees that we charge Cannon Water and Marion, in Marion County Water, we failed to include the statement of what their fee would be after, is it after 4,000 or after 5? After 5,000 gallons. And the purpose of that was to have those customers pay exactly what our current residents pay for their water, but we left out a sentence. So what we need to do is, do you have those data in front of you, what that should be?
After the 5,000, it's $7.85 per 1,000 gallons. But if you want to just mirror the residential rate, that could be an motion.
Okay, so we would need a motion on the floor, how would we want to state this? Motion on the floor to set the fee for water sold to Marion County and Cannon Water to be commensurate with what our current residential rate.
Make the motion.
We have a motion on the floor to set the rate for Cannon Water and Marion County Water at a rate equal to our current residential water rate.
I'll second.
We have a motion second on the floor, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, the motion carries. We'll change the wording, get that taken care of. I'm sure they'll be happy.
Notice
I didn't
was
catch
sent to them
that.
about the rate change. It hasn't taken place yet. It will take place with the December 1 bill.
Good, good. That's very, very good. Okay, that concludes all of the items on the agenda with the exception of going into closed section pursuant to RSMO 610.021, paragraphs 1 and 3, privileged communications between its representatives and its attorneys, and hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting of particular employees by a public governmental body when personal information about the employee is discussed or recorded.
I like the motion to go to closed session pursuant to RSMO 610.021, subsection 1 and 3.
We have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to go into executive session.
Alderman Saunders?
Yes.
Alderman Osborne?
Yes.
Alderman Simpson?
Yes.
Alderman Snyder?
Yes.
Alderman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Hudson?
Yes.